What's going on, people? Welcome to a very early alpha look at the Wonderdome. Like I said before, this is mostly a design concept, and a lot more work has to be done on it to make it a fully fledged product. But I thought I'd give you a look anyway at some of the basic workflows that I've included in here, and just kind of give you an idea of how you might use this, or really in this case, how I might use this. So we're just going to go ahead and add a new project, give it a really cool name like Furnish Apartment. I don't know, and an equally cool description with a start and an end date. And these really are meant to be temporary. I've never had a project that went 100% according to plan from beginning to end and didn't have anything changed in the middle. So you'll see later that you can kind of just change them on the fly whenever you need to. Um, and it just really depends on how you want to use it. So here we're going to add a new file from the Add File tab, and we can relate it to our project just by selecting the project name from the list, or we can cut it down by filtering for the particular project if we have a lot of projects there. We can select our files from the file dialog, but we're just going to cancel out of this, and I want to do this all within the project view. So here we have a master list of all our projects, and we have the title, the status, description, and kind of roughly where we are in the timeline for each of these. So if I click into this, on the right hand side we have all the data that we just entered in. We can switch from active to inactive with a single click. And all of these fields, when you edit them, push directly to the database, so there's no need to refresh the page or wait for stuff to happen. Like I said, the original goal is really to get you in and out of here as fast as possible without you having to focus on administration. So we're going to start again by adding a new file um, through the Add File tab, which we've already seen before, but this time it's within a project view. We're going to select our files and they're just going to show up, and we can just go ahead and start the upload from here. And let's say we have existing files that we want to relate to this project that might be relevant, things like style guides that we could use on multiple projects, or really just any files that are shared between multiple projects we can add directly from this menu without having to re-upload multiple instances. And as you can see, anytime anything changes, our asset list gets updated. And we can filter for anything that we want. In this case, I'm filtering for anything that is a JPEG. And you'll see that if you're an administrator, there will be these little buttons that show up underneath each asset. In this case, we can unlink files from this project. Let's say it's not relevant anymore and we don't need to see it. We can also get a link if we want to send it to somebody, or we can just straight up delete any file that we want, but we're not going to do that for now. So let's take a look at the other type of asset that we can add. I call them notes, but they're really anything. It's just a free-form text field. I've added shortcuts that allow me to add particular types of notes. In this case, if I type T with 2 spaces, it'll give me a to-do note. And I can just populate this with things that I feel I should need to do on this project. Um, and I tend to work macroscopically, so most of the things that I add are just big overarching goals. And you'll see that under each note is kind of the same thing that you saw with the files. We have a number of ways to interact with a particular note. We can strike it out when we're done. We can edit it if we forgot something. In this case, I think I forgot something about patterns. Yes, patterns are very important. Or we can just completely delete a note if we find that it's no longer relevant to our cause. And it'll go away and we'll never see it again. And you'll notice that all the content is treated as if it were the same. So they all go into this one big bucket. I do this mainly because I want to be able to see a nice progression of my project as it goes along. And I'll also never be able to see anything that I didn't add in there myself. Plus, users can always filter for what they want to see, so you're not losing any functionality. As you can see, we just switched the project status to inactive after adding a very sad update. So here we are in the file repository. Every file that we've ever uploaded to any project will show up here, as well as their associated projects, the file name, the type, and when we uploaded it. We also have the same functions as you saw in the project view, which is being able to get a link and being able to delete the file. And I hope you've noticed by now that all the filtering and sorting functionality is the same across all the different views so that you can build familiarity fairly quickly. Um, we'll go over to the docket, which is kind of a different visual view of our projects. And this shows us everything that's coming up in the next 30 days, or we can change this to the next 90 days. And we can also see everything that we've already done up until today for the last 30 days. And this will kind of give you a handle on what you should be working on, projects that are coming up fast, as well as, what's your success rate in finishing on time. So, is the project green or is the project orange? Uh, and it's just another visual way of kind of looking at all the work that you have to do. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the demo and found something interesting out of it. If not, I'm sorry, but not really. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you guys later.